Surely by now you guys have seen this 17-second quote-unquote leaked TV spot trailer for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. If you haven't already, you're in for a real treat because there are really awesome reveals in it, and we'll check it out here in just a second. However, with this TV spot trailer, we now have even more information to potentially put together a full roster for the now revealed Illuminati in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And then following that, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the characters who are all but confirmed to be in the Illuminati, the characters we are pretty sure would or could show up in the Illuminati, and then of course the speculatory, who could fill in the cracks, what are possibilities, and we're going to have an absolute blast with today's video as we completely put together this blank Illuminati team for the upcoming Doctor Strange sequel. Before we play the footage from the TV spot trailer, go down in the comment section right now and tell me who would your top 6 picks be for the Illuminati in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Alright, enjoy the footage.
Stephen Strange.
The Illuminati will see you now.
We will see what kind of Doctor Strange you are.
Marvel Studios' Doctor Strange.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. I'm your host, Chris, and as you just witnessed, we have some very fun characters to talk about, some major reveals coming to us from Doctor Strange 2, and let's just jump into it. We know from an earlier teaser trailer, the Illuminati will see you now, Doctor Strange, that this is going to be the Illuminati. Now, let's be honest, we've been talking about this for almost over a year now, since we had some conceptual art leaked and some other plot leaks that came out telling us that the Illuminati was going to be an important element in this film. So we've all been kind of speculating who could be in the Illuminati for quite some time, and I think a good majority of our imaginations and our fan theories have run wild with all of the possibilities. But following this teaser trailer, we have some real idea of most of the characters that we're going to be seeing on that council. If you guys haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on that notification bell. And you can check me out on Instagram at Chris M. Rosser or on Twitter at TheCultureChris. Give me a like, follow, whatever you want to do. Just spread some love in the community, and I appreciate it, guys, as always. So if you're new to the concept of the Illuminati from the comics, let's just walk through the original team. Doctor Strange, Namor the Submariner, Black Bolt, Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, and Professor X. On occasion, other characters join, like Black Panther, but that was the original OG Illuminati. Now, they're a very important and awesome council that has a representative from all different types of heroes. You have the mystic side with Doctor Strange, the Atlantean beings with Namor, the X-Men Professor X, the Fantastic Four with Mr. Fantastic, the Avengers with Iron Man, and the Inhumans with Black Bolt. And it was a very cool representative of an individual from all of these teams that we were introduced to in the comics, and they served a lot of different purposes. Now, it looks like in the MCU specifically, we're going to have this council that protects the multiverse. They've established themselves, taking the most powerful versions of themselves from all of these different universes to form an awesome council. Now, Doctor Strange seems to be in a little bit of trouble, and we can assume that from the handcuffs and how from even in this teaser, we can see there's definitely some heaviness going on in this judgment room where he seems to be on trial. And we even hear Professor X saying, "What kind of Doctor Strange are you going to be?" Presumably meaning that there are some very evil Doctor Stranges who have used their abilities and their given talents to use magic for evil, and then there are some really good Doctor Stranges out there. So Professor X is very weary of Doctor Strange and what he's capable of. And that's very telling because this group is supposed to protect the multiverse, and Doctor Strange certainly has some capability to cause a ton of damage. And we saw a little bit of that in Spider-Man No Way Home as he meddled in Peter Parker's life using magic, and it had some pretty catastrophic backfiring issues and consequences. So definitely has the capability of ruining the multiverse and setting it awry, so he's brought in for questioning. Well, who is on this multiversal council? Who is on the MCU's Illuminati? Well, for starters, Professor X can almost be guaranteed to be a member, maybe the core leader, maybe the guy in charge of the Illuminati, but Professor X, who seemingly is sporting a green suit like in his animated series, and a yellow or gold, you can argue which one you want in the comment section, a yellow or gold hover wheelchair, which again also comes from that same animated series and many different comic book versions of Professor X. So that's one, and that actually lines up with the original Illuminati. but it seems like from here we will deviate pretty drastically. We saw in this 17-second teaser trailer Captain Carter. Now I think we all knew she was going to be in the movie in some way or another, as she was actually on the first poster, or rather her shield was on the first poster released. It's a glorious poster with a lot of little hidden fun bits, but you could see Captain Carter's shield right down here on the right side. But to see her actually live action, maybe and probably played by Haley Atwell, it's going to be an absolute treat, and I would say for sure to expect her on the Illuminati Council. There was this very mysterious, glowing figure that the internet was arguing who she was for a very, very long time, but today's teaser trailer for me pretty much confirms we should expect to see Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel as the third member of the Illuminati. If that's not enough evidence for you that that's who this character is, and you still see Tom Cruise here, I don't know what to tell you. I said a long time ago that it looked like the figure of a woman when we first got the trailer and everybody started arguing, and that it also looked like a African American. So not Tom Cruise, not a man, not white. I definitely thought that this was Monica Rambeau, and I continue to believe so. You can let me know if you disagree, but I'm going to put Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel in the third slot. Now, following here, we start to run out of an idea of exactly who we should be seeing on this council, but there certainly are characters we can start to mess around with and try to fit in there. I know a lot of you guys want to say that Mordo is going to be on the Illuminati Council, however, he seems more of an ambassador, some type of helper, because he literally says, "The Illuminati will see you now." It's very possible he's speaking in third person, and he is a member of the Illuminati, but my assumption is when he walks into this room, they're all going to be there, and if Mordo is telling him to go see the Illuminati, I'm going to say that means he's probably not one of the members of the Illuminati. Very well could be, but it sounds like from the context that we have, he isn't. So I'm going to move on to the next one. One I know will get all of you guys so excited. He's been rumored in some pretty solid plot leaks. Mr. Fantastic, probably and potentially played by John Krasinski. Now, there are a few ooh, ah, if, ands, or buts about this. Number one, there's no proof, there's no images, there's nothing for us to 100% assume that this is a real possibility. However, we do have a plot leak that says John Krasinski will be playing Mr. Fantastic in this film, and I'm going to assume that means he'll be on the Illuminati. And although he will play Mr. Fantastic in this multiverse, and here's your big but and your big ooh, he will not be maintaining the role in the MCU when we see the MCU's version of this character. Because you have to remember, this is a variant. He doesn't come from our timeline, he comes from a different timeline. You also have to keep in mind, and this is also shown in the teaser trailer, all of these characters are going to be defeated by Wanda. Now, whether that means they all die, I don't know, but they will all be defeated by Wanda. That's been a plot leak we've been talking about for quite some time, and every single trailer has supported this fact. All of these fights are happening at the Illuminati headquarters. The statues, the windows, the color, the tones, it all matches. At some point, you guys are just going to have to accept we might be seeing Professor X or Captain Carter or even Mr. Fantastic killed by Wanda. It's going to be an intense movie, guys, and we're going to be seeing some stuff we've never really expected to see from Marvel before. Moving on, I have Namor the Submariner on my original list here. I think I've seen his ear poking out in some concept art that we know is real. This is 100% real concept art. This was all revealed to us long before we knew about the Illuminati for sure, long before we knew about Professor X being in the movie. This is concept art coming from the movie of Doctor Strange wearing the same handcuffs, him sitting in the same chair, and next to him is a character a lot of people just assume to be Wong, but if you look very closely at the ear, it does come to a point in the exact same fashion as Namor the Submariner. So it's possible we could be getting a variant of Namor, who we're all expecting to see for the first time in Black Panther, but maybe they want to give us an early introduction to a variant of this character so that when we see him in Black Panther, we're already a little bit familiar with who he is. It might be the same actor, it might be a different actor, but I do think that that's who we see in this concept art here, and this concept art was all 100% accurate pre the release of the trailer, so if that is Namor, that means Namor's probably on the Illuminati as well. And since I don't believe Mordo is on the list of Illuminati characters, there is one other, and that would be Superior Iron Man. Now this one's difficult. Superior Iron Man we have discussed about at length. There have been several plot leaks earlier on, like probably a month and a half ago, where everybody was convinced Tom Cruise or some version of Superior Iron Man was showing up on the big screen. In fact, we would travel to his planet even, the Iron Legion planet, where the world has been protected by Iron Man, and Captain America is even president. And there we will meet and greet and learn all about Superior Iron Man. However, recent reports have very strongly been suggesting that that is no longer happening. That it was at one point happening, but it has been removed from the film. So it's really hard to say what we should expect. There are even other reports saying that we're going to be hearing from and seeing Superior Iron Man in a post-credit scene, calling Doctor Strange and telling him that they need to rebuild the Illuminati. So a lot of conflicting reports on this one, guys. I don't know whether or not I'm going to believe that he's in the movie. Maybe he's on the council and for whatever reason couldn't be at this specific Illuminati hearing. So there'll be a reference to him, but we won't see him, and then maybe he might pop up in a post-credit scene or not. It's hard to say. There's definitely some type of Stark tech going on here. Haley Atwell's, or I guess Captain Carter's jetpack definitely seems like some type of Stark tech, and then you have Monica Rambeau seemingly wearing some type of iron suit, and then of course the Iron Legion bots, the Ultron bots that we see Wanda destroying that are escorting Doctor Strange. Those definitely come from an Iron Man somewhere. So I'm going to say we get some version of Iron Man on the council. If he isn't present for whatever reason, or they're saving him for some other type of reveal, he still belongs on the Illuminati Council. You could also maybe hope to see a Black Panther variant or a Killmonger variant taking another role or another seat, but I'm going to give you guys 6, and my 6, based off of what we've talked about and what we've listed here, are Professor X, Captain Carter, Monica Rambeau, John Krasinski playing Mr. Fantastic, I want to be specific with that one, Namor the Submariner, and Superior Iron Man, maybe even Tom Cruise, although right now it seems very difficult to say. It sounds like regardless, the entire Illuminati sequence is going to be intense, is going to be dark, it's probably going to be pretty sad, and Wanda is going to show us exactly why she is the most powerful character in the MCU. Let me know what you guys think about my final 6, and who are you putting in your list of the Illuminati? You can give me your wildest guesses, your wildest fan theories, or your most calculated selections of everything from plot leaks and rumors that you've heard. Love to see what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel, turn on that notification bell, check out my other socials, links are in the description down below, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.